Have you ever stopped to realize how fast your life is passing? Picture this, the relentless tick of a clock echoing in an empty room, each second slipping away like sand through your fingers. The sun rises in a blaze of gold, climbs high into the sky, and then dips below the horizon in a symphony of crimson and purple, all in what feels like the blink of an eye. Days blur into weeks, weeks into months, and before you know it, years have vanished into the ether, leaving behind only faint echoes of what could have been. You wake up one morning, look in the mirror, and see lines etched on your face that weren't there yesterday, marks of time's unyielding march. Your childhood dreams, once vivid and alive, now feel like distant memories, faded photographs in an old album gathering dust. Time doesn't wait for anyone. It doesn't pause for your indecision, your fears, or your excuses. It's a river flowing endlessly forward, carrying everything in its current, your opportunities, your potential, your very existence. Think about it. Right now, as you listen to these words, another minute has passed. What did you do with it? Did you seize it, or did it slip away unnoticed? We all start with the same 24 hours in a day, yet some people build empires, chase adventures, and leave legacies that echo through history, while others merely exist, trapped in the mundane, watching life unfold from the sidelines. Imagine standing on the edge of a vast ocean, waves crashing against the shore with ferocious power. That's time. Immense, unstoppable, and indifferent to your pleas. It crashes over you, wave after wave, eroding the shores of your life if you let it. But what if you could harness that power? What if instead of being swept away, you learned to ride those waves, to direct their force toward the horizons you've always dreamed of reaching? The truth is, time is the most precious currency you have, and you're spending it every single moment, whether you realize it or not. Feel the weight of that realization settling in your chest. Remember the birthdays that came and went, the New Year's resolutions forgotten by February, the promises you made to yourself in quiet moments of reflection, only to break them in the hustle of daily life. Time is slipping away, and with it, the chance to become the person you were meant to be. It's not just about the big milestones, it's the small, everyday moments that add up. The coffee breaks spent scrolling mindlessly, the evenings lost to binge-watching shows that add nothing to your soul, the weekends wasted in procrastination, telling yourself tomorrow will be different. But tomorrow is an illusion, a mirage that keeps moving further away the closer you get. How many tomorrows have you squandered already? How many dreams have you buried under layers of not now and maybe later? The clock is ticking louder now, isn't it? You can almost hear it in your heartbeat, a rhythmic reminder that life is finite. Every breath you take is one less in the limited supply you've been given, and yet here you are, still hesitating, still waiting for the perfect moment that may never come. Let me paint a picture for you. A young child, eyes wide with wonder, dreaming of becoming an astronaut, exploring the stars. Fast forward a decade, and that child is a teenager, passions ignited by stories of heroes and adventurers. Another decade, and now an adult, bogged down by bills, jobs, and responsibilities, those dreams tucked away in a drawer labeled someday. Decades more, and that same person, now old and gray, sits in a rocking chair, staring out the window, wondering what if. What if they had taken that risk? What if they had acted on those impulses? The regret is a heavy cloak, suffocating and cold. Don't let that be your story. Feel the urgency rising within you, a fire kindling in your core. Time is not your enemy, it's your greatest ally if you choose to wield it. But to do that, you must act, you must move, you must embrace the power that lies dormant within you, waiting for the spark of decision. The world is full of people who waited too long, who let fear chain them to mediocrity. But you have the chance right now to break free. As the sun sets on another day, ask yourself, what am I doing with the only life I have? Is this the legacy I want to leave? Or is there more, much more, waiting just beyond the horizon if only I dare to chase it? Now let's delve deeper into the heart of it all, the struggle that so many of us face every single day. Picture the average person trapped in a cycle that feels unbreakable. The alarm blares at dawn, piercing the silence like a siren's call to duty. You hit snooze once, twice, maybe even 3 times, each delay a small surrender to exhaustion. Finally, you drag yourself out of bed, body heavy with the weight of unfulfilled nights, mind foggy from dreams that evaporated with the morning light. A quick shower perhaps, water cascading over you like a futile attempt to wash away the residue of yesterday's failures. Breakfast is rushed, a piece of toast, a cup of coffee that's more habit than pleasure. You glance at the clock, heart sinking as you realize you're already running late. The commute begins, traffic jams that stretch like endless serpents, honking horns echoing your inner frustration. Or maybe it's public transport, crammed shoulder to shoulder with strangers. each lost in their own world of earbuds and screens, avoiding eye contact as if connection were a crime. Arriving at work, you settle into your cubicle or desk, a small kingdom of fluorescent lights and humming computers. The tasks pile up, emails demanding immediate attention, meetings that drone on with corporate jargon, projects that feel meaningless in the grand scheme. You type away, fingers flying across the keyboard, but your mind wanders. Is this it? Is this what life boils down to? Trading hours for a paycheck that barely covers the bills. Lunchtime offers a brief respite, but even that's tainted. A sandwich eating at your desk, scrolling through social media feeds that bombard you with images of perfect lives. Friends on exotic vacations, influencers flaunting success, strangers achieving what you once dreamed of. Envy creeps in, a bitter taste mingling with your meal. Why them and not me? You push the thought away, diving back into work, but it lingers like a shadow. The afternoon drags, energy waning as the clock ticks slower than ever. Distractions beckon. A quick check of your phone turns into an hour lost to videos, memes, and endless debates in comment sections. Procrastination whispers sweet nothings, just 5 more minutes. But those minutes multiply, stealing chunks of your day. By evening, you're drained, the commute home a mirror of the morning's misery. Dinner is hasty, takeout or something microwaved, eaten in front of the TV. The screen glows, pulling you into worlds of fiction where heroes overcome odds. But you're on the couch, remote in hand, binging episodes to numb the ache inside. Bedtime comes too soon, yet sleep eludes you. Thoughts swirl, regrets over the day wasted, fears of tomorrow's repetition, dreams long abandoned gathering dust in the corners of your mind. This is the common life, the silent struggle at millions. Inner thoughts of hopelessness echo. What's the point? Nothing ever changes. Fear grips you. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of stepping out of the comfort zone that's really a prison. Procrastination becomes your constant companion, a thief robbing you of potential. I'll start tomorrow, you tell yourself, but tomorrow brings the same excuses. Let me share relatable stories to drive this home. Think of Sarah, a talented artist who once sketched masterpieces in her notebook, but life happened. A steady job to pay the rent, relationships that demanded time, social obligations that filled her calendar. Now she scrolls endlessly through art accounts on Instagram, liking posts that stir a pang of what if. Opportunities missed, that gallery submission she never sent, the class she postponed, the portfolio gathering digital dust. Or consider Mike, the aspiring entrepreneur. Ideas buzzed in his head like bees in a hive, apps that could change lives, businesses that could thrive. But fear held him back. What if it fails? What if I lose everything? So he stayed in his corporate role, watching colleagues take leaps while he waited for someday. Someday never came. Instead, regret settled in, heavy as lead. And then there's the endless scrolling, that modern plague. Hours vanish into the void of feeds. Algorithms designed to hook you, keep you engaged in a loop of dopamine hits. You start with a quick check, news, friends' updates, and end up deep in rabbit holes of conspiracy theories, celebrity gossip, or viral challenges. Time evaporates, leaving you with nothing but a vague sense of emptiness. The emotional pain is profound. Lost dreams haunt your nights, regrets whisper in quiet moments. You remember the child you were, full of fire and possibility, and wonder where that spark went. Relationships suffer. Loved ones drift away as you prioritize distractions over connection. Health declines. Sedentary days lead to aches, poor sleep to fatigue, stress to breakdowns. Build that empathy now. Feel it in your bones. This is you, isn't it? The routines that chain you, the distractions that derail you, the fears that paralyze you. You're not alone in this struggle. It's the human condition amplified in our fast-paced world. But recognizing it is the first step. Feel the weight of wasted time pressing down, the sting of opportunity slipping through your grasp. It's painful, raw, and real. Yet in this darkness, there's a glimmer. The struggle isn't the end, it's the prelude to something greater. But to reach it, you must confront the pain, acknowledge the chains, and decide, no, demand that enough is enough. Now we arrive at the wake-up call, the pivotal moment where everything shifts, where the fog of routine clears and clarity pierces through like a beam of light in a storm. This isn't some grand cinematic event for everyone. Often it's subtle, a whisper that grows into a roar. But when it hits, it shakes you to your core, demanding attention, forcing you to see the truth you've been avoiding. Imagine this. You're standing in front of the mirror one ordinary morning, the steam from the shower still clouding the glass. You wipe it away, and there you are, really there. Not the version you present to the world, but the raw, unfiltered you. Eyes tired from sleepless nights, posture slumped from years of defeat, expression etched with quiet resignation. In that instant, a thought crashes over you. Is this who I've become? Is this the life I chose? The mirror doesn't lie. It reflects back the accumulation of every small compromise, every deferred dream. Tears well up, not from sadness alone, but from a sudden burning realization that time is finite, and you've been squandering it. Or perhaps it's a loss of someone close, a parent, a friend, a mentor, who passes unexpectedly. In the quiet of the funeral, amid the hushed whispers and scent of flowers, you hear stories of their life. Risks they took, loves they pursued, impacts they made. And then it hits. They had the same 24 hours you do, yet they lived fully while you've been merely surviving. Grief mingles with envy, then transforms into resolve. I won't let my life end with what-ifs, you vow silently, the weight of their absence igniting a fire within. Sometimes it's a powerful speech that serves as the catalyst. You're at a conference or scrolling through videos late at night, and suddenly words from a stranger cut through the noise. They speak of transformation, of breaking free from chains you didn't even know bound you. They declare, your life is happening now. Don't wait for permission to live it. The words resonate, echoing in your mind long after the screen goes dark. You feel a surge, hope flickering like a match in the darkness. Hitting rock bottom can be the most profound wake